Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. So Gemini, let's talk about the 19th through the 25th of October. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guiding card for you for the month of October. We are talking about the World card. It's always about how everything is about starting things and completing things and wanting to get things finished. There's really a vibe to this card about sometimes endings, but always beginnings too. So there's never a time when it's not cyclical, where things begin and end. So there's always a finish, but a start. So whenever anything like comes to a close, there's a new bud, right? There's new life. After winter, the tree looks like it's dead, and then new green things pop up later. And that's really just the way it's supposed to happen. So it's good, and I really like that for you. All right, so we're going to set this aside, and I'm going to talk to you about the messages from my better angels. My better angels are also into things beginning and ending properly, so they don't want you to get into any too big of a project this month of October. So pay attention to what you start, and make sure that whatever it is, it's manageable enough to finish, because you don't want to leave anything half done. For some reason, they're really uptight about having you leave a big mess for any longer than a week. So if you can't start it at the beginning of the week and finish it by the end of the week, then it's probably not a good project to start, is what they're suggesting, because apparently weekends need to be left clean and tidy. All right, so figure out what that means for you and apply it accordingly. The other message is all about how we need to take the higher ground, as well as look at things from a higher perspective and find a way to make it okay, because whatever's going on that is not okay and is making you crazy is going to either fester and make you angry, which isn't going to be very helpful at all this month, or you can turn it around into something that is, I know, it's a little mind game. It's a mind game, and I know it's a little weird to look at a person who's doing something that's super frustrating and offensive to you, and makes you want to smack them about the head and shoulders. But we, of course, don't want to do any of that. But we need to come up with a story that helps us let it be okay that this person is this way, okay? It might be not pretty. And, of course, this is something that you keep inside your head, and you don't write it down. You don't do anything else with it. But it's your own little story that keeps you calm and able to handle the situation. Whether it's a spouse who's never-ending need to do the dishwasher their way, no matter how often you load it, and you do it your way, and they do it their way, and you're like, I don't know, this is frustrating. One thing you could probably do is load the dishwasher your way, and then run it. And then just put it all away, and then it's done. You don't have to listen to that person gripe about what you're doing or how you're doing it. But if you run it and put it all away within the same day, starting and finishing, ta-da! I'm told, of course, that it's better to run them in the dishwasher. It saves money, even when it's half full. Go figure, I don't know. But that's what I'm told. And so you might find that to be a solution for you about that particular situation. But you also may have other areas where you need to tell yourself a story that that person is not feeling it right, not doing it right, not feeling good about things. And you go, you know, back in the day, they were, you know, if they weren't doing it just this way, they were locked in a closet for hours. I'm like, well, that's a dark little story. I was like, but it's just a story, and you're just telling yourself that little story to help you understand why this person might be this meticulous about this particular issue. You're like, okay. So, either I can jump on board with his methods, knowing that I'm not getting locked in a closet, but I don't also want to hear about it either. Or you can do the other method where you do it your way, run the damn thing, and put it all away before he gets home. Ta-da! Problem solved. Dishes done. And nobody needs to be the wiser. Solutions are out there, and it doesn't always have to be that. It could be a neighbor who's just really bugging you about silly stuff. Be aware of that, and just sort of let that be how you tell a story to yourself to make it make sense for you that this person is this way, and you can look at them with some compassion. All right? It's the higher ground, and it mostly helps you not have so much time taken with somebody's negativity. All right? And that'll help. All right? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the cards. All right? So here we have the 3 cards from the overview video. Super cool. And we're going to get you a mystery card right now because we can. What do we need for Gemini for the end of this week? Or not for the end, but to help clarify this week. It's right there. All right. That's good news. Okay. Set these aside. Set this one aside too. We'll get back to that soon enough. All right. Now we're going to use these cards from the Tarot of the Abyss to clarify this situation for this week. All right. So this is the week, of course, of the 19th to the 25th, and we are looking at the gift of responsibility. Somebody is offering you more responsibility. Hey, do you want to be in charge of this? You're like, ooh, interesting. Well, last week you were manifesting stuff, and you did all that other stuff. You completed a project. You let something go so you could really enjoy the joy of the love that came your way. Very cool. Now you're the responsible party in a situation. There's going to be enough money for you to take care of yourself, plus a little bit extra. So very cool. I like that for you. That's going to be really, really cool. And of course, we have the Hanged Man telling me that if you look at it from a different perspective, you'll find yourself able to not be so hung up on a situation, right? Oh, that sounds very much like the story from My Better Angels. Ha ha. Look at it from a different perspective, and you'll be able to not be so hung up. All right? Don't get hung up on things. It's very important that you don't, whatever it is it's working here, you don't want to get too hung up on the who that gets what and da-da-da-da-da-da. You'll have enough to take care of yourself. Remember when you were letting something go last week? Some of you might be letting relationships go, and you want to, like, don't get hung up on the stuff. The goal was to get out of that relationship, and it's important that you not get too hung up on the stuffs. You'll get enough, and you'll be able to take care of yourself. You will have responsibility in the situation, and that's okay. It's going to be great. All right? So there's a lot going on with this. This could have to do with the breakup, being that breakups don't always happen like bing. Sometimes they take time. So there you go. This card here is talking about a message from your better angel. Nope. This is all about... This is where you're blocked. Sorry about that. Page of Wands, all about where you're blocked this week. New information will come to you about something you still need to learn, and it's holding you back from moving forward right now. So you're like, crap. It might be that class that you had last week that you didn't get around to. It might be back, or it might be the same thing, or it might be that you just got distracted, or something new. All right. So just be aware of it. See that it's holding you back, and see what you can do about taking it and getting it done. You do not have all the tools at your disposal this week, so just be aware that you are working on with a skeleton collection of tools. See what you have, see what you can work with, and get things done as best you can. Okay? Try not to get caught up in the situation. All right? Because there's possibilities here. All right? And of course, the sun is here, also in the blocked position, saying that learning new things right now is going to be kind of hard. Interesting. You're being told you need to learn new things, and you're being told that learning new things is hard. You're not going to be able to just walk in, get new information, ask a bunch of questions, and go for it from there after you take a bunch of notes. This is going to be a slightly different kind of learning, okay? So be aware of what you need to learn and how you need to learn it. You might actually have to take classes that are longer than just a quick one-off. So this might be a deeper version of learning. And you need to schedule it and then schedule your life around it and figure that out. So this is a longer version of learning that you need to do. It's not a quick and dirty quick thing. So this isn't happening, okay? You don't get to do a quick learn situation. Things will your solution here is that things are starting to fall together. Okay, things are falling together. It will be interesting for you, but you will have to take care of it, okay? This is about you being proactive, even with your limited amount of tools. Five of Swords showing that you will take responsibility back for something you delegated to somebody else. All right, I tried to let somebody else handle this, but they aren't doing it right. So, take care of it, okay? And of course, don't be afraid to talk to people one-on-one and share your ideas and make sure that they know that nothing is going to go wrong in their situation. So perhaps, I'm just going to throw this out there, if you are in a relationship that's splitting up and you have kids, you're going to want to talk to the kids one at a time and explain to them what's happening and make sure that they understand they had no part in it and it's nothing about them, and that they're loved and that they're still going to see you as often as they want, like that. But it's a one-on-one conversation. It's not about anything else, okay? So I think that's going to be very much the solution. Like I said, things are falling together for you in this situation where you're finding the time to take care of this, and then you're finding time to take care of that, and then you'll be able to schedule. All right. Like I said, don't get hung up on anything. Don't get hung up on how it looks to other folks, okay? That's going to be too much. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card. That'll be a good thing, okay? All right, what do we have for Gemini? All right, so what we have here is hope, indeed. When things get a little funky and get a little different and things get kind of difficult, I'm not going to lie, this isn't going to be a simple project. It's something that's working, but it's not simple. And so we want you to maintain some hope and understand that the hope is what's going to help get you where you want to go, because you want a better life. You want a better, comfortable situation. You want to be in a happy place on the regular basis, and that's why you're doing what you're doing, okay? So your hope is going to pull you through all of this. So be sure to share your hopes with the people that you're talking to over here with the Seven of Wands to let them know where's the goal. We're going towards a goal, and we're going to get there, all right? It's just going to take a minute, and here we are, okay? So keep hope alive in your heart, and keep that as the big carrot that you're moving towards, okay? Cool. This card here is going to be a mystery card. Let's see what's got, okay? Four of Pentacles. Haha, very nice. I like that. The financial base that you've built so far is going to be super strong. You have taken good care of yourself and made sure that everything is smart and right and proper just in case for this situation, and you're good to go. So there's not a problem. There will be a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but your finances are stable and you will be taken care of in the situation. So the timing of this is what it is, but it's a sort of somewhat ideal in its own special way. I just want you to know that you're cared for and you're going to be okay, all right? Let's get you a pocket full of rocks, all right? All right. Okay, we have red garnet and we have green garnet and we have blue apatite. All right, so very good news. This is red garnet. It's a second chakra stone, and it's about your physical being and how your body is feeling. We want you to take good care of your physical body, and if your body is feeling awkward or uncomfortable or out of balance, you want to definitely go to the doctor and let them check your blood and see what's going on. I am not a doctor. I will not pretend to be a doctor. If you feel funny, go see a doctor, okay? But yeah, this stone is helpful in reminding me that it's probably a blood thing, okay? So pay attention to what that is. Make a suggestion that blood tests might be required for what might be wrong with you. Who knows? But check it out. Get your levels checked to make sure everything is all leveled out. Now then, green garnet is a 3rd chakra stone, and it's talking about the feelings and the emotions and the memories, all right? Those things are all bubbling up to the top in a certain sort of way, and only the ones you can handle right now, so don't worry, you're not going to be overwhelmed by this, but you're starting to heal something, okay? Something about you has been nagging and niggling at you, and you're going to heal it. You're going to work on healing it and understanding that you're not broken, you're not wrong, everything is right and proper, you're okay, and that's okay, okay? Now then, when you talk to people this particular week with blue appetite at your throat, your 5th chakra, we want you to know that you are absolutely using healing words to help people understand and appreciate what's happening, but also know that you can heal them at the same time as you're healing yourself. Does that make sense? You're healing yourself and you can heal them too. So the people who are involved in the situation are all going to be invested, and they will need as much work and help as you do, okay? So yes, you can work this out, and it's going to be pretty cool, okay? Right, so here we are. These are those stones. Ta-da! Gemini, my goodness, what a week you're having. Lots is happening. I feel like the major changes took place last week, which is good. Decisions were made last week, and now decisions are being shared this week, and things are starting to create stacks of dominoes that are going to fall in the right direction, but you have to get those dominoes in order, right? So you're working on it, and they're starting to fall, which is pretty cool, okay? You're doing what you need to do to get the information out there and all that. So well done, and creating your own little team, so to speak. This is good. So you don't have to carry these rocks if you don't want to, but they can help you if you do want to carry them. If you want to carry something else, that's perfectly all right. I would love for you to comment below, no matter what rocks you put in your pocket. Let me know how that's going for you. I'm here for you in whatever way I can be, especially as you're going through some tumultuous times. You don't have to go through those times by yourself. I'm here for you, okay? So comment, journal, do whatever you want to do. We'll have a conversation about it, and I'll be supportive of you, okay? So hang in there. I'm here for you in all ways possible. And, of course, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, that would be nice. Thanks. If you haven't checked the description box below, you'll find in the description box all the decks that I'm using, so you can get those and have those in your hands. Or you'll find my schedule where I'm going to be at Renaissance fairs, where you can come out and get a private reading from me, which would be super fun. And or if you want a private reading over the phone, you will be happy to find a link down there in the description box where you can book a private reading. All right. I'd love to see you at the fair, and indeed I will see you next week, if not at the fair. All right. For the 26th of October through November 1st. All right. Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you next week.